my channel and welcome to another Universal Studios vlog. So for today's vlog, as you guys can see by the title, it is the Halloween Horror Nights vlog. So I wanted to make the Halloween Horror Nights vlog a vlog on its own, just because it is like so different from everything else that we did. So yeah, we went to Halloween Horror Nights on the second day that we were at Universal Studios, which was the 29th of October, and it was a Tuesday. So we didn't go to any of the parks during the day because my dad wanted to play another game of golf, so he played golf again during the day before we went to Halloween Horror Nights, and then we went to Halloween Horror Nights at nighttime. And we were there for a very long time. Like, their hours are super long. So we were there from about 6 until almost 1 a.m. pretty much. We didn't get back until to our hotel until after midnight. So it was a very long night. It was, the event ran from 6 until 1 a.m. I think, so yeah, and it was a very long night, but it was a very good night. So I will go through a run through of the houses that we did. We did every single house. There's 10 houses, or there was 10 houses because Halloween Horror Nights is over now, but there was 10 houses and we managed to get through all of them. Thankfully we had the express pass, because if we didn't have the express pass we wouldn't have been able to do all of them, because it was a pretty busy night when we were there, so, and the lines were pretty long. So thankfully we did have the express pass, so that helped out a lot. So we managed to do all 10 houses. So we first did the houses that were at the front of the park, and then we worked our way back. So the first house we did was Ghostbusters, and I really liked that house. It wasn't that scary, but it was like a really fun house, so I just loved it. It was really fun, and yeah, I just loved the theme music of Ghostbusters, and it was just a fun house. It wasn't scary at all to me. So yeah, it was just a really fun house. So that was the first one we did, and then the next one we did was Stranger Things, and oh my god, it was incredible. I know a lot of people didn't really like Stranger Things this year, but I really liked it. Obviously I'm a huge fan of the show and I loved it so much. I just felt like I was inside of the show when I was walking through the house. I was just so giddy with excitement the whole time I was walking through the house, and it was so good, and it was just amazing. And some of the scenes they had in there, and just some of the special effects that they had, I think the coolest scene for me was when Eleven was closing the gate, into the gate to the Upside Down. That was really cool the way they did that, and it was just so cool. Everything was just amazing, and I just loved it so much. And yeah, it was really good. So that was one of my favorite houses, obviously. And then after that we did the Us house, which was surprisingly really good. I really liked the Us house. It was so creepy. The music in there, it was really creepy, and just the way the actors were performing, it was just really well done, and I really liked that house. So I just found it so creepy, the way how, because a lot of them, they didn't jump out at you like a classic scare, a classic jump scare. A lot of them were just really creepy. A lot of them just were just standing there and just staring at you really creepily, and that's what made it so creepy and so good. So I really liked that one. That was really cool, and just the music inside of that house was so good. The soundtrack was really cool. So yeah, I really liked Us. It was really good, even though I'd never seen the movie, but it was really cool and really well done. So that was the next one we did, and then after that I think we did, what was the next one we did? I think it was the Yeti one. Yeah, it was the Yeti one, I think, was the next one we did, which was Yeti Terror of the Yukon, I believe it's called. And that one was really good. That one was super scary. The Yetis were terrifying. So that was another really good one. And then after that we worked our way to the back of the park. So I kind of forget the order we did the houses in. After we did the ones at the front of the park. So we did what did we do? We did Depths of Fear. I think we did Depths of Fear after the Yeti one, maybe. And then that one was really good. That one was very dark. It was super dark, that one, but it was really good. And then we did, what else did we do? We did Nightingale's Blood Pit. We did that one, but we didn't do that after Depths of Fear. Like I said, I forget what order we did them in. We did Depths of Fear, Nightingale's Blood Pit, and then we did, what were the other ones? Oh, Graveyard Games. Graveyard Games was another favourite of mine. Graveyard Games was so good. That was another top 3. So Graveyard Games was definitely another favourite. It was so good. And yeah, I was really looking forward to that one, and it didn't disappoint. It was really good. So Graveyard Games, and then what was the other one? Universal Monsters was super good. That was my top 3 houses are Stranger Things, Universal Monsters, and Graveyard Games. So those are my top 3 houses that I really liked. Universal Monsters was so good. Oh my god. Like at the end of the house, they had a jump scare that I was not expecting of a Frankenstein. Like, you think you're safe and you're like done with the house, but then a Frankenstein like came out at me and it like scared the crap out of me. So I was not expecting that. So that was a really good scare that I got right at the end of the house. So yeah. That was definitely a really good one, was Universal Monsters. And then we also did, what was another one we did? We did House of a Thousand Corpses. And then our last house we did was Killer Clowns from Outer Space, which was another like kind of comedy one. So yeah, that was really good. So I think that was all of them. So Ghostbusters, Stranger Things, Us, Yeti, Depths of Fear, Nightingale's Blood Pit, Universal Monsters, and then Graveyard Games, and then House of a Thousand Corpses, Killer Clowns. Yeah, so those are all of the houses. We did all of them, and they were so good. All of them were really good. But like I said, my top 3 were Stranger Things, Universal Monsters, and Graveyard Games. Those were my top 3, and those were the 3 that I was most looking forward to, and they didn't disappoint. They were so good. So yeah, so those are all the houses that we did. And then we didn't really spend that much time during the scare zones because we just really wanted to do the houses. But the scare zones were good. I got some footage from the Zombieland Double Tap scare zone, and then from the Vanity Ball scare zone. I didn't get any other footage from the Rob Zombie scare zone, or I think there was another one, like that was a Vikings one. I didn't get any footage from them. The Vikings scare zone was really dark, and then in the Rob Zombie scare zone, it's a kind of a small space, and there was so many people in that scare zone, so it was really hard to move around. So I didn't get any footage of that. And then another scare zone was one that was just kind of a non-themed one that was in the Simpsons area, where there was clowns and they had chainsaws. And then the other one was an arcade, which was at the front of the park, and I didn't get any of that because that was a kind of a small scare zone as well. So yeah, I just got some footage from the Zombieland one and then the Vanity Ball one. And then I have footage from most of the Halloween Marathon of Mayhem show, which was like a water fountain show. We watched that. We missed the first minute of it because we were coming out of the Academy of Villains show, which the Academy of Villains show, oh my god, that was incredible. It was so good. I didn't get any footage of that because I just really wanted to watch that show. So yeah, I didn't film that, but I did film most of the Marathon of Mayhem show, which is the water fountain show, and that show was so cool. We missed the first minute of it, like I said, so we got to the part where it was the Killer Clowns section. So yeah, we missed the first bit of it, but I'm just glad that I got to see it and the Stranger Things part of it. So that was all that I really cared about, was seeing the Stranger Things part, and we did. So yeah, we did that, and that was super cool. That was a really cool show as well. So we did all the houses and all the shows, and it was just a really great night. It was so good. I would definitely recommend going to Halloween Horror Nights if you haven't before. And yeah, it was so good. So I hope you guys enjoyed these clips from Halloween Horror Nights, and yeah, I just loved this event so much, and I'm so glad that we got the express pass, because without it we wouldn't have been able to do all 10 houses. So I would definitely recommend the express pass, even though it's expensive, but it is so worth it because you get to do all the houses and it is so good. So yeah, definitely get the express if you can, because it's so worth it. But yeah, anyway, so that is it for me for now. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoy these clips, and I will see you all tomorrow for another Universal vlog. Alright, bye guys.
And this is why you'll never be on the road. Darling, I can give you a hand, but I see you already have one. Hold on, wait a minute. Question, darling. Is it the heavens backwards or is it the heavens backwards? Which way are the feet? Which way are the feet? Yes, it's that. Just wanted to make sure. I didn't know if you already had a run in the church before. Making sure. Yes, that, and that, and both. You'll practice. You'll practice. Yes, oh, of course. Yes. All right. Ready? I wasn't ready. Here we go. I will be sure you have a good side. The outside. The good side of me used to be the inside. This here's me is inside. So it's gonna be inside.